We're here with Andrew Eddinghausen. Andrew, first of all, what is it like to be reunited with your 94 Kangaroos teammates?
Yeah, it's quite amazing actually. It's we called everybody at the airport on the way in, and just sort of just all the how you's going. It feels like you were together probably just yesterday almost. But and I'm rooming with Rod Wishart, who was my roommate on the Kangaroo Tour back in '94, so 20 years ago. It's a long time, but yeah, just great to see how they've all progressed with their lives, and they're all very similar to how it was back then.
You said it feels like it was just yesterday that you're all together. What are your memories of that tour, and are they just as fresh in your mind?
Yeah, well, I guess, all the different characters. There were 28 players, which is an enormous amount of players to have together on any one tour. And you're away for 3 months to get together, which is just amazing. So the bonds become very close. And with some of the players, you are almost like brothers, and it's a great feeling to... over there, when you sort of Australia versus England, it's such an honour to be in that Australian squad, and then you're battling with all these guys. And actually, Rod Wishart was a winger, and I was trying to make the wing at that stage as well. So we're battling against each other, even roommates in positions. So it was a fantastic trip, and just so many experiences. I couldn't tell you how many things and different things happened every single day. And just this great bunch of guys. So I'm really looking forward to the next day catch-up.
You came away from that tour as leading try scorer. What did it take in that day to get across the line, going up against massive packs from Great Britain?
Yeah, well, I guess, my role was a try scorer, so I really wanted to get across the line. And within the team, we had a whole group of guys who were like that. And basically, there'd be Rod Wishart, there'd also be Brasher and Menzies. So mainly Brash and Menzies were my two main rivals in the try scoring, because they were just so talented. Beaver Menzies, he could make a break at any one stage, and the best part was he'd make a break and he'd be drawing the fullback and looking next to me, and I'd be going, yeah, give me the ball. And between the three of us, we were all we were trying to bid for that top spot, who was going to be the leading try scorer. So I was really happy to nab it that year. It was a great thrill to actually, to be amongst that sort of calibre of player and be the top try scorer on the tour.
And how much of a privilege was it to play for the green and gold, being, such a young guy at that stage as well?
Yeah, just an enormous thrill. I mean, as a rugby league player, I guess that's the ultimate goal for everybody. All the guys talk about state of origin and the passion that's involved with playing for the Blues or the Maroons, and it certainly is there. But as an individual player, to be able to go beyond that and play for Australia and represent your country and bring home the Ashes is sort of, for us it was, the most important thing that we live for really at that stage of life.
Looking at the Kangaroos side now, it's quite a fresh-faced back line. Josh Mansour, Dylan Walker, a couple of the new guys in there playing in positions that you would have been playing in back in the day. What do you make of them?
Yeah, really talented players. I've watched both of them this year and really envied the way that they're so strong. They're scoring loads of tries, and for young guys, really standing up and not looking afraid at all when they meet probably guys who are a little bit older when they're playing them. But both those players you mentioned are just incredibly talented, could play fullback, wing and centre. I mean, that's where I spent my life, basically rotating between the three, which was always good. I'd always find myself in an Australian team somewhere, whether it be fullback, wing or centre. So these guys have got that sort of same ability. They can morph into that other player, and whether they're a centre needing to do more defence or a fullback having to jump for the high balls or out on the wing trying to score the tries, they've got that ability, and I think this is really the future of Australia. So I'm really looking forward to these guys and how they're going to perform this weekend.
What's something that you look forward to, watching in the games in this day and age, considering the changes that have happened over that period in the way the game's played?
I guess the noticeable change is that all the players, even the young guys, are all in their 90s as far as in weight. 90 kilos, sort of a real lightweight dude these days. I played at about 88, so I was always a lightweight when I come against Mal Meninga, who was 110 or something like that. So there was always that big imbalance when we were playing. But these days, everybody's sort of big and strong. They're doing weights every day. They're packing in the protein to really build the muscle, and I think they're the fitness is sort of gone where these guys can do repeat performances really well. So they might, have to do a couple of tackles really, and then really dominant tackles, and then the next minute the ball's dropped, they pick the ball up and they have to scoot 100 metres or make a big break and do that repeatedly, and they seem to be able to do it. That's the real noticeable thing for me, where I'd pick the ball up and probably get run down. These guys are blasting all the way to the try line. So, the athleticism of the boys and some of the tries they've been scoring, especially the wingers, is just a plethora of unbelievable, wingers, and their talent to be able to score those tries in the corner is always quite amazing. So, yeah, I admire the young guys and I wish them well.